What if you live to be 100, but your money only lasts until you're 80? Have you ever paused for a moment and seriously asked yourself this unsettling question? What would I do if I lived to be 90 or even 100, but my retirement savings ran out at 80? It sounds like a distant worry, maybe something that only happens to other people. But if you take the time to chat with your neighbors, your former colleagues, or even your own siblings or friends from church, you'll discover it's a question more and more of us are beginning to ask. This isn't some far-off fantasy. It's a new reality that many of us, especially those in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, are facing head-on. You see, our generation is living longer than any before us. Thanks to medical advances, better food choices, and increased awareness about health, reaching 90 or even 100 isn't rare anymore. But the paradox is this. While lifespans are stretching out, our money doesn't always follow suit. In fact, retirement is becoming harder to fund, and many are discovering that their carefully saved nest egg might not be enough to keep pace with their long, vibrant lives. So today, I want to have a warm but honest conversation with you about something truly important, what we can do right now to avoid money stress in our later years. No matter your age, 68, 72, 80, or even 85, it's never too late to make smart changes. And that's exactly why I'm sharing 5 practical, doable steps to help you prepare for a financially secure, emotionally fulfilling, and health-conscious long life. Step 1. Be honest about money. Really honest. Let's start with the hardest pill to swallow. Wishful thinking won't protect us from financial shortfalls. You can't just say to yourself, if I save $300,000, I'll be fine, and leave it at that. Because here's the truth. Inflation, rising healthcare costs, and your evolving lifestyle needs will slowly nibble away at your savings until what felt like a solid plan turns out to be paper thin. It's time to get down to brass tacks and calculate what you'll really need each month in retirement. Don't just count the basics, rent or property taxes, groceries, clothes. Think about the joy in life too. Will you want to visit your grandchildren in Oregon? Attend watercolor classes at the senior center? Take a summer trip to Alaska or New Mexico? Will you need a housekeeper every other week? Here's a rule of thumb. Estimate about 70% to 80% of your current monthly expenses as a minimum. Then factor in 2 to 3% inflation per year. It may sound small, but over 20 years, it adds up fast. For example, if you're spending $3,000 per month now, and inflation continues at 3% annually, in 20 years you'll need close to $5,400 a month just to maintain the same lifestyle. After calculating what you'll need, do a full inventory of your current assets, your 401k, IRA, any pensions like from your old job at Ford or the hospital, home equity, rental properties, investment accounts, even that small coin collection in the closet. Subtract what you have from what you need. That's your gap. It might be scary, but facing that number is the first and most powerful step you can take toward reclaiming control. Step 2. Start a second income engine. Let your money work for you. Here's a tough truth. Depending solely on a fixed pension or Social Security check won't cut it for most folks today. What you need is a second income stream, something that brings in money even when you're not clocking in hours. Now, I'm not saying you should take your life savings and dive into the stock market. What I am saying is that a diversified portfolio can keep your money growing steadily, even during retirement. You might consider dividend-paying stocks, like those in utilities or healthcare sectors, or index funds, which spread your risk across the whole market. If you're more cautious, bond funds or real estate investment trusts (REITs) might suit you better. And please, don't overlook annuities, especially lifetime annuities. Yes, they can be complex, but they're designed to guarantee you income for life, no matter how long you live. Think of it as your very own self-funded pension. Just remember, the goal isn't only to save money, but to create sustainable, consistent cash flow. That shift in mindset from saving to income generation is what sets apart those who just get by in retirement from those who thrive. Step 3. Build a rock-solid health safety net. Now, let's talk about something no one likes to think about: health problems. We all want to believe we'll age gracefully, without complications. But the reality is that even the fittest 80-year-old could face a sudden health scare, whether it's a fall, stroke, heart issue, or cancer diagnosis. Did you know a single hospitalization for a major illness could cost tens of thousands of dollars? Ongoing conditions like diabetes or arthritis bring years of medication, follow-ups, and sometimes professional care. And if long-term care is needed, such as home care aides, assisted living, or nursing homes, the bills can reach $5,000 to $12,000 per month. That's why health insurance isn't optional. It's your greatest defense against financial ruin. Make sure you've reviewed your current Medicare or Medicaid coverage. Check for gaps. If you can afford it, look into supplemental private insurance plans or long-term care insurance while you're still relatively healthy. It's far cheaper to buy it now than wait until you're in your late 80s and already dealing with health issues. In short, your savings may feel robust today, but a few unexpected surgeries could wipe them out fast. Protect your future with the right medical coverage. Step 4. Embrace a flexible retirement. Work can still be fulfilling. Here's a radical idea. Retirement doesn't have to mean quitting work altogether. In fact, more and more retirees in America are choosing to delay retirement, work part-time, or even start small businesses after 65. This isn't always about money. Often, it's about staying connected, mentally sharp, and purposeful. Let's face it, for most of us, Social Security isn't enough. Yes, it can keep the lights on and put food on the table, but if you want to take cruises, buy gifts for the grandkids, or enjoy dinners out with friends, you'll need more than just the basics. If you're healthy and still enjoy what you do, consider working a few extra years. Not only does it boost your retirement income, it also lets you delay Social Security benefits, which means a larger monthly check later. Or maybe you have decades of experience, say in bookkeeping, nursing, real estate, or teaching. Why not turn that into a flexible freelance service, online class, or consulting gig? Even hobbies can become side incomes. My neighbor Dorothy in Florida makes handmade greeting cards and sells them on Etsy. She's 78 and beams every time someone places an order. Ask yourself, what could I do on weekends or evenings? Maybe it's dog walking, tutoring, running errands for other seniors, or setting up a little booth at the local farmer's market. Retirement isn't the end of productivity. It can be a whole new beginning. Step 5. Learn the joy of simpler living. Once your financial plan is in motion and your medical coverage is sorted, it's time to shift your mindset. You don't need a mansion or a brand new car every 5 years to be happy. Instead, learn to enjoy a more minimalist, conscious lifestyle. That doesn't mean giving up fun. It means making space for what truly matters. Start by decluttering. Get rid of the clothes you haven't worn in a decade, the gadgets collecting dust, the fancy dishes no one uses. It clears space and clears your mind. Cook at home more often. Take daily walks. Stay engaged in your church group, reading club, or pickleball league. These small routines bring more joy than a high-end shopping spree ever could. And above all, invest in your health. A brisk 30-minute walk each day might save you thousands in medical bills down the line. Drink your water. Take your vitamins. Get those regular checkups. Think of it like this. Every healthy choice today is a gift to your future self. You're not just adding years to your life, you're adding quality to those years. And let's not forget the emotional side. Nurture your relationships. Reach out to your grown children, call your siblings, write handwritten letters to old friends. Join local groups or volunteer. Because at the end of the day, no amount of money can replace the warmth of human connection. In closing, a long life can be a beautiful life. We don't need to fear growing older, but we do need to plan wisely and act early. Today is the perfect time to start. Reevaluate your retirement math. Set up that second income stream. Review your medical coverage. Explore part-time work or side gigs. Embrace a simpler, more joyful lifestyle. Do this not just for peace of mind, but so that when you blow out the candles on your 90th or 100th birthday, you'll do so with a full heart, a strong body, and a sense of freedom. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and consider subscribing to the Senior Heartfelt Wisdom channel. Let's continue this journey together, one wise, prepared step at a time. Until next time, stay well, stay bright, and stay ready for all the joy yet to come. Glowing Star.